Now it's recording. Now it's recording. We're wearing pants for this one. Alright. Okay.
Well, one of us is.
Comment down below to know. Some nice tea you got there. Oh, look, straight on the table. Oh.
Sorry.
Yeah. Tell it to the microphone.
No, the microphone's fine.
Fine.
It's not got any. It's only on the table.
Welcome again. This is your coach, Shaz Karaz, bringing you self-improvement for body and mind. Today, in my private gym and studio, I'll be discussing being self-taught and the benefits of being self-taught in the vast information age we're living in. Joining me today is a fellow content creator to help me discuss this matter further. He has his own YouTube channel where he challenges himself to learn new skills by watching movies and playing video games. That's right. And he does all of this despite being diagnosed with ADHD. Without further ado, I'd like to welcome my guest, Idris Akhtar.
Hi.
How you doing?
No, thanks for having me on.
No, thank you for coming.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, for so long I've been watching your videos and I was thinking, I need this guy on the podcast. I'm sure you've got some interesting stories, it's just about time we made it happen. So tell me, how did you come up with your YouTube channel and what's Rubbish Shadow mean? Because it doesn't have a pop preference.
Yeah. So, okay, if we go back to 2013, so we're going way, way back, that wasn't actually my YouTube channel name.
Oh.
So...
Can you tell us what it was?
So, it was called Inspired Asian Gaming. So,
right.
at the time, there is a YouTuber called KSI, and, I took inspiration from him, really, because I thought I like video games, and I like to play them.
Yeah.
So I thought, all right, I might as well do this. And then I thought, all right, the name at the time wasn't catching on, so Roweye Shadow is actually my gamer tag.
Right.
So it stands for Rebels of War, meaning me.
Yeah.
My name would be Shadow. That's what my name was.
Wow. No wonder I could never figure it out. I was like, what is this?
Yeah. So like, then fast forward a few years to round about last year, I'd say. Yeah. I was speaking to someone, and then he said to me that you need to simplify your channel, like your channel name, because the name is fine. Because so round about when Viral Academy was started.
Viral Academy. We're going to talk about that soon. But yeah.
Right. Okay. It's good segue.
Yes.
Round about when I decided to change the shift of my channel, because gaming was like very, very saturated at the time, and I thought, right, okay, what can I do? And then I thought, all right, learn new skills, and then that was picking up really well, and then I thought, right, someone said to me that I need to change my name for it, because that was good. The name Roweye Shadow was good for gaming, but you're trying to take a different shift, simplify it. And then I just changed it to just my name, which is Idris.
Right.
And it's just kind of gone from there, really.
Okay. Well, for me, Shaz Karaz isn't my birth name. I'm actually Shahid Karim. And I got mine from secondary school because a friend, he's a national karate champion, and he wanted to do a play in English because we're supposed to script a play and then we act it out. And he said, you're all right, you can be a vigilante, a crime-fighting vigilante, but we're going to call you Shaz Karaz. So it's like an arrangement of my name, Shahid Karim. So hello, nice to meet you. And so basically, we filmed this thing, and as people who've watched my channel before, they know that I've got a long history with Street Fighter 2. So do you remember the old cassettes, audio cassettes? Back in the day. Are you old enough to remember that?
Yes, I do. Yeah. It annoys me that some people don't know that.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? Yeah. But I used one of those to narrate the story on, and then I used Street Fighter 2 sound effects. From Street Fighter 2 Turbo on SNES, you could do a sound test, press the buttons, it would
Yeah.
So at the end of it, I mistimed my punch. So I hit the bad guy. early, so no sound effect.
Yeah.
But he improvised because he jumped on the table as soon as the sound effect hit, so nobody noticed.
Right.
So that's how we did it. Anyway, good times. Don't worry about that. That's a long time ago. But back to you on your channel. Now you learn from games.
Yeah.
And you learn from movies.
Yeah.
So media in general, yeah. Would you say that's a better way to learn compared to learning from a classroom environment or a standard teacher? Is this the new way forward to learn things? That's
a good question. That is a really, really good question. I think it's a bit. I don't know if swings and roundabouts is the right way to say it, because like there's benefits to both, I'd say. So in a teaching environment, because the teacher's done it, like, you know they can analyze literally every little thing that you're doing wrong and say, right, okay, here, this is what you literally have to do. I know what you're doing wrong. This is what you got to do. And then, like, for me, learning from movies and pop culture, I have to kind of analyze what I've done wrong, even though it's frustrating. So if you can bring up my Kip Up video, that shows that when, for example, Jackie Chan, when he kips himself up, he spreads his legs apart and lands. Yeah. But I was doing it together, and then at the time, I was like thinking, what am I doing wrong? And then I had to analyze it myself. So there's like different techniques to both of them. I'd say that with a teacher who's done it for ages on like a lesson, they'll be able to analyze and tell you, right, you're doing this wrong. But with yourself,
a shortcut.
Yeah, with yourself, you can analyze it yourself, but it might take a bit longer. Depends if you're like good at that type of stuff.
I think you're on the money there, actually. I mean, it varies what you're learning. If it's something solo, like what you're doing, I think learning yourself is great. Because I was a part of a stunt team many years ago on a Taekwondo screen fighting program. And everyone had a skill. There was the fire guy, he'd set himself on fire, do stunts. There was the guy who could do flips and tricks and all that stuff. So to separate myself, I kind of learned to do the submission wrestling, realistic fighting. I got some DVDs by Frank Shamrock, submission DVDs, and it teaches you how to grab, choke properly and everything. Practiced on this guy, Danny, by the way. This is Danny. I'll introduce to everyone. Yeah, shakes hand. There you go. So he's a bit shy.
Okay.
So Danny, that was great. I learned what I needed to do for the choreography. That's great. Fast forward a few years from Taekwondo, I went to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. That stuff did not work because I didn't have a live training partner.
Okay.
So after a few years doing that, I don't train now so much. I learned how to defend myself and properly work with someone. So when you're learning things, you have to choose something you need to learn on your own, I believe. You'd probably run into problems learning something where you need somebody else involved, like self-defense or something like that. So as a solo thing, I think you're on the money to learn like that. But there's another thing, isn't there? Your ADHD.
Right.
Has that affected how you learn? And when you were labelled with it or diagnosed, did things change for your learning strategy then?
I think there's something that we kind of just need to clear up. There's probably a bit of confusion on your end, because I've technically not been diagnosed, but I've been assessed.
All right.
To say that I'm in that high category. Oh. But just back to your question. Now, the whole thing of ADHD is that it's not fully like a diagnosis isn't the right word. They're still learning new things about it, I'd say. So, like, back to your question, in regards to the content creating and everything like that, there will be days where I will be hyper focused and just locked on to completing the video, editing and stuff like this, that, the other, and so on and so forth. But there'll be days where I just want to have like a really lazy day. And like, I'll know that creating the video, doing the scripting and everything like that is still there, and I'll just think it's just a lot of effort, and I'm sat there, the computer screen's in front of me, I'm just like, I could do something, or I could watch Netflix.
So it's highs and lows.
Yeah, there's peaks. But something that really, really helps, and like, I'm grateful to my wife for this. She got me something as simple as a diary. So that kind of helps me keep myself accountable. So, I can write down what time I need to get this scripting done or video filming, editing, that type of stuff.
Yeah.
And in a way, it kind of helps me focus and set myself up. But if I've not got anything on in the day, then that can be even more difficult.
Yeah. I mean, as a topic, I think we could relate to each other as guys. The education system, how we're taught, has become more feminized in recent years. And we can see that in the performance as males are declining in grades, and there's a higher dropout rate. It's been, reported. Okay. Yeah. So, it's more about compliance and staying in line in school. And that's why girls seem to perform better in school, is what recent research is saying. Mm. And I feel that you could be an inspiration with your channel by showing people through independent research and questioning to learn, albeit simpler things. You can learn stuff online. You go, hey, this guy learned how to spin a basketball. I mean, obviously, you're not going to take a class. You don't have all the time in the world to take a class on how to spin a basketball or do a keep-up. But I think on the small level, it's great. I mean, there's a bad side to it as well. Like if you're looking up the meaning of life, there's going to be 2-3 different answers. And if you're looking up something big, you'll only find the things to validate your existing opinion. So I think we're keeping it simple the way you are. It's probably the way forward.
Yeah. In regards to the whole school thing and everything like that, something that hits me a little bit is that school is only. I think school is only teaches you how to pass. It doesn't teach you any life skills and stuff like that.
Critical thinking.
Exactly. And it's like my younger sister, for example, they're knowing how to fill out tax forms. I never got taught that.
Yeah. Yeah, practical things. Yeah.
But practical things. But just going back to what you were saying, I think it varies. In terms of the whole, when you mentioned the whole feminism thing and stuff like that. I'm probably too, with ADHD and everything, with blinkers on and stuff like that. I probably didn't notice it, and yeah.
Well, it's just an explanation why I wouldn't say guys are dumber. It's just that guys are performing less well in the system that is teaching us today. There could be an explanation in there. So self-learning probably, to me, I think fits in quite well, being self-taught for maybe guys, to broadly speak.
Okay. And
YouTube is quite a male-orientated platform. I think there's a percentage more males who watch it. So you're in the right place, probably.
Yeah.
But that's true. Now, speaking of YouTube, we met up, and Idris mentioned this before. We met up through an online course, actually, that taught people how to use YouTube to become big. Yeah, become big on YouTube.
Yeah.
Viral Academy by a company called Jump Cut. So I know how I feel about it. I put up the poster, the free poster that they sent us here. And I'm not sponsored. I'm not advertising. I've got my own thoughts on the program. But what about you? Did you feel it helped your channel? How did it shape your channel? Yeah,
so I'm going to give a bit of context to where the whole jump cut situation. Yeah. So when was it? Must have been 2017. My missus, my fiance at the time, she was watching JK News. You alright?
I was going to pretend to be shocked with the jink. No. But anyway, yeah. Okay.
Ruined that moment. But yeah, she was watching JK News, and then they mentioned about the Viral Academy, and then she mentioned it to me, and I didn't know what to think of it. And then, she got me signed up, and then it did help. But at the time, my direction for my channel wasn't as refined as it is now, because at that time, the lessons and everything, brilliant. It helped me understand YouTube a bit more, how a remix strategy works, and so then that happened, and I'm creating content and everything like that, and life is good. And then at one point, someone called Bayor Ong, he so Viral Academy reached out saying to people if they want to get one-to-one mentorship, and so a guy called Bayor, he would be the one to do the one-to-one mentorship.
Yeah.
So
actually,
then,
I'll give you a little tip there. I suggested to him that he should do this.
oh, did you?
Yeah, and he took it up. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, to do the one-on-one. Yeah.
Wow. All right. Okay, I didn't know that.
Shout out to Bill. Yeah.
So yeah. And then in that, it was something so. His lessons and everything were very plain and simple for a guy who has ADHD, and but were very, very effective.
Yeah,
so
I took some session stuff in myself. I took a session.
Yeah.
It clarified a couple of things.
Yeah.
So continue, please.
So then he was, he would say, right, I want you to come up with 10 ideas for your channel.
Yeah.
And I didn't think anything of it. I thought all of the lists that I've made, I thought, no, all these are terrible. They're all just terrible. And I sent it to him, and I remember on that day I was like, oh, this isn't going to work.
Yeah.
And then he got back to me and he said, that idea sounds good, learning from video games. And I was like, are you sure? And he was like, yeah, why not? It's like, all right, okay, I trust you. And then, here we are today with my channel. Well, slowly creeping up to 700 subscribers. Slowly. We're on 668.
He's getting there. We'll improve it, please, everybody. But yeah, I mean, that was a part of our history. I did a lot of trial and error myself.
Yeah.
Shout out to a couple of people that I befriended. I'm going to meet yourself today. That's great. There's Alan from Dicodec. Shout out that he helped me try new things like reaction videos.
Yeah.
Shout out to Noor Kazun, I made a good friendship with him. Yeah. We both know him.
Yeah.
He worked with me on his script. We'd open up Zoom at the same time, and we called it study session.
Oh, yeah.
We'd kind of work on our scripts, and it was surprisingly effective, the study session. So you're both kind of working side by side virtually, and you get stuff done. We did a couple of collaborations, but that's a learning process, and Viral Academy did help me. The real value for it came through when I actually got involved in the community, met other users, such as yourself. You're the first person to actually come from online into real life here.
Yeah.
But it's online for everyone else watching at home. That was in the past. Now tell me about the future. What's the future hold for you and your channel?
I wanna aim big. I think for anyone who is on YouTube, they want to make it like a full-time thing.
Yeah.
They want to be able to do that. And, for me, my biggest obstacle is myself. Yeah. Because with the whole ADHD thing, and it's just about kind of disciplining myself in a way to get better at my content and, just keep improving, keep making good content and stuff like that. So, at the moment, I'm still planning for another video that's up and coming.
Good.
And, it's in the early stages at the moment. And it's, again, just going back to the whole ADHD thing where I'm at that point where I know what I need to do. I've got the script and everything. It's just getting started. So, going back to it, my biggest obstacle is me. In terms of the future for my channel, we can set big goals for ourselves. And I think one thing that we don't take into account is that, you need to enjoy the process. You need to enjoy the journey. It's good that you've got an end goal. And I think the ultimate end goal is to do it full time. But at the same time, don't let that goal kind of put blinders on you, for every single little small achievement that you made. Because it's good to celebrate those small things.
Good point. Yeah. The fight is all, someone wise once said.
Okay.
That's a Street Fighter reference for my viewers.
I'm a Tekken guy.
Oh, I'll play both. We'll have a match.
All right, okay.
Yeah, we'll have a match. On my 360. So it's
sure.
6,
Sure, whatever.
Yeah. So that's good. And in terms back to the education thing.
Yeah.
Learning from media and everything is fine. I think community and other people to motivate you is very important. That's key. And now that's an opportunity for me to mention my Discord server. We actually have like-minded people to develop Body and Mind together.
Yeah.
And Idris, he is on it. So come over, sign up. It's free. Say hi to Idris. say hi to me, and we can help each other grow together. Any other socials? Are you on Instagram?
I am. So it's very simple. It's called Idris_init because it's Idris and that's me in it.
Yeah, good. So yeah, okay. Well, yeah, that's. I also have an Instagram. I'll link yours in the description.
Yep.
Mine, I do fun facts on every single video I make, including this one. I think for this one, I'll drop the name of the person who came up with Shaz Karaz in my Instagram as a fun fact. And yeah, but thank you, Idris, for coming. I really feel that it's like kind of opened up some ideas and kind of motivated me to do some more stuff. And I look forward to seeing more content in the future.
No worries. I'm just trying to flex my arm a bit bigger than Shaz is at the moment because, like, you know.
Nice one. Thank you.
No worries. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
And press that notification bell so you don't miss a thing. Press it.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, we're good.